Hello everyone and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku Showboat. If you have been enjoying this series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. Last time we met, I did the final finishing touches on the uranium build, the uranium processing build, excuse me, as well as started building out the production tech cards. And today I'm going to go over and wrap up the production tech cards by bringing in the necessary number of inserters that I need. Apparently there was a missing signal there that my bot just went and built for me. Yay. So I don't know if I'm actually doing the blue inserters here. It looks like I am. Am I? Or was that just put into trash slots briefly? Because I know I'm doing stack inserters. I know I've done those. In fact, I did mention how this was going to be like my new default type of inserter. I am actually doing the blues right up here, so that's good to know. It does appear as if I absolutely need more iron gear wheels. Absolutely need loads more iron gear wheels, so yeah, we're gonna make another like row of things, and it's just gonna be dedicated to iron gear wheels if I am not mistaken. I think I'm gonna be happy having that, 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 and then without the doohickey, and that. And then I need to have that, and I need that with power. I don't think I have the actual roboports automated. Yeah, I don't think I have the roboports automated, so hey, you. Roboports. Where do those exist again? I always forget. Roboest of roboports. You. Automate. Please. Hey, we got through techs. I am now completely out of utility science techs. Yeah, it's a good thing we just got production science so that I can pick up these guys, which... Ah, I see. It's just the belt that uses the lube, not the others. Interesting. Very interesting, and then these simply upgrade with rare metals from blue. I think I'll be skipping blue because I can just go straight into this. I have both the tech cards needed to unlock green belts. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go right into green belts at belt speed 60 versus 45. I see that as being just better to do. And then there's one more belt that is 90 items per second, which, yeah, that's going to be once I actually set up Immersium and get into advanced tech cards. Though I find that interesting because that's not going to need me to do space science stuff yet to do advanced tech cards. So advanced tech cards will need me to get into matter tech cards first. That's the key. That is the key, and that's going to require lithium and imersite, so processing of the mineral water and the processing of imersite into the crystals and rare metals to get that research data for the tech cards. Now, it's interesting that these things use research data, quote unquote research data, because I'm thinking that those would also add a step that takes productivity. Like, I'm pretty sure that that adds a step that takes productivity. So, I can have a look here and actually see that under matter tech cards here, taking in the matter research data from quantum computers. Yeah, this is an extra productivity step, which is incredibly useful. 4 of them, actually, in quantum computers to make that matter research data, which dramatically reduces the amount of stuff, especially since the actual matter tech cards are also done in the quantum computers, and you can probably see how those numbers have changed there pretty dramatically by having productivity assigned onto this. So we go from needing 360 raw imersite, just as a point of example, 270 iron, 360 raw imersite, down to 190 iron and 183.7 raw imersite. 360 all the way down to 183.7, nearly halving the amount of imersite needed from just doing productivity at level 3 modules in those 2 steps. It's a little insane. And you can do the same thing with the lithium here to reduce the amount of the stuff to make the lithium on every step along the way. You can even productivity the production of the imersite crystals to even further reduce it. I didn't realize crushers had slots on them that could take productivity too. So if we actually have a look at all of the stuff here getting into the imersite, we only really need 101 if we wanted to do 60 matter tech cards. Yeah, productivity is king. It's absolutely mentally insane. Complete and utter insanity. The glorious things that you can do with productivity modules. Just vanilla productivity modules. This does, in fact, actually dramatically increase the amount of power that this consumes. Yeah, that's a lot of power. 2.6 gigawatts of power, but hey, that's all now taken care of there. Let's see what else I am interested in at the moment. I've gotten all of my stuff that I want requested that I currently have. So it is now time to head back to that area. Where did I park? Oh, I parked here. Let me out! Oh boy. So that allows more stuff to happen with all of this infrastructure making gear wheels. Lots more stuff can happen now. I will be needing a lot more resources in general, by the way. Also, it's about time I fix that. Back to the production tech cards. Next will be military, but this should be a train station for the mil tech. Let me have a look here. If I want to make 15 mil tech per second, just to be in line with the max of the previous stuff that I've done, it's things don't get me wrong, it's things. What is using electronic? Oh, because it uses electronic components. Right. Yeah, I don't need to look at the stuff required to make the electronic components. And I don't need to look at the stuff required to make the tech cards or the stone brick either. I don't need to look at any of that. What I need to look at is this in here, just this. And what I can also technically do is the productivity again, but I don't have the productivity modules at this point in time. And this is a bit of a big build. You're going to go all the way down to, like, 5 or less. 5 or fewer tech cards. 1, please. So, yeah, break that one down for the gear wheels. It looks like I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, really? 6 inputs on a train station for that. Oh, and it, of course, it defaults to having the productivity module at now. Why 1? Why 1? If you're going to default to the max. There you go. There you go. We've done the thing. It's still 1 even with the productivity there, so that's okay. You can't do productivity on those inputs, but you can absolutely do productivity on this input as well as this input. Interesting at this level of output at 1 per second. This is reasonable. But it's also a few productivity modules, which all of my productivity modules, it's 22 of them to actually do that way. I think I'll just build to that amount of buildings and then add the productivity modules to that later. Speaking of things, I need to get rid of that. I need to actually get the production science flowing and on a train, on a locomotive in wagons, forming a train. Here we go. We've got some tech cards. Yay. We need to think about what my first techs are actually going to be. Also, the kittens have been naughty, apparently. Very, very naughty today. Very, very naughty. Naughty, naughty kittens. It irks me that all of this has to be spent on the science. It's like, oh, but I want level 2 modules. This would be great for feeding level 2 modules, but no. But, nah. Yeah, I figured I would get stuck in there. Let's see. So the other stuff can take speed. If it reduces the building count down to 1, then absolutely I will use speed. I don't need speed on the walls, though. So there's that. And yeah, just as soon as enough of these thingies... I did notice. I noticed. I noticed the missing inserter there. Don't go yelling at me about it. I saw it. I saw the thing. Please be kind. I did see the thing. Oh, so many modules. So many. Interesting how this is limited by the red belt. This is correct, right? It's just that it's 10 in each thing, so it's taking a little while to catch up, basically. Pretty sure that that's the case. Anyway, I need to pick up cargo wagons. Oh boy, and I don't think I'm doing the cargo wagons. I am doing cargo wagons down here, so I can absolutely request cargo wagons from my mall. That is one thing that I did. A couple things that I did not actually end up requesting is the actual locomotives, to maintain a certain number of locomotives, as well as cargo wagons at any given time, as well as fluid wagons at any given time. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So the vanilla tank has been renamed to the heavy armored vehicle, and the actual tank is a real tank. It is a real tank. Well, down we go, back again, because I forgot something rather important from the mall. The mall! The glorious mall. Beautiful, wonderful, glorious mall. How's the mall doing? Looking fine and dandy at this point. Are you going to bring me things? I am requesting things. I must not be technically standing within my zone of stuffs. They are bringing me loads and loads and loads of things and stuffs. And you can take away a few things too while you're at it. Thank you for all the things and bringing me the stuffs. Why are you not bringing me locomotives and fluid wagons? Oh, engine units. Well, that's one thing. And then the fluid wagons, I'm pretty sure I know the problem with the fluid wagons. It is that I am not making the doohickeys. Yes, I'm so very specific that I'm not making doohickeys. I'm not making the storage tanks. These. Make these, and then I'll have fluid wagons. Am I doing steel pipe? That's a great question. Am I doing steel pipe? I would like steel pipe. There is a negative on the storage, so something's requesting steel pipe. I have a whole bunch of underground, so yes, that is being made right now. What about steel pumps? No. Steel pumps need to be made, again with the engine units, so I will need something here, making engine units, probably several somethings, making the stuff known as engine units. This is limited by pipe, but I guess I'll just add another thing making pipes. And I will continue to expand my mall. In fact, I'm going to expand it with more engine units. More engine units are required. So the great thing about the vanilla doohickeys, by the way, is their construction zones reach out far enough so that you can place the distance connecting logistic zones, and construction bots are able to actually place the buildings still. Because the construction zone is actually larger than or right at that limit to the logistic area. So if you have the correct spacing like this, you are able to expand your logistic zone pretty easily. Pretty easily. Just by having construction bots. Constructo bots! Doing work. I actually think I want more to the sides as well. Just place it. There you go. Because I do have roboports being made. It's just that I need to expand the zone for logistics. So I can keep on expanding what I'm doing here. With all of the stuff and things. And the locomotives should technically now get made. Eventually, once there are enough engine units. Let's be clear here, this being 20 engine units is very, very, very key, considering a stack size is 50. I was having trouble with Angels. Bob's Angels playthrough, Space Angels, as I'm calling it, on stream, where my inserter kept trying to insert more engine units than the building could take. Because the recipe used an odd number of engine units, which happened to be precisely half the stack size, I guess? And yeah, I think it's because it has an odd number request and yet an even size, stack size on the inserter. It would fill up on odd numbers. It would put one in and then get stuck holding a second one. I don't think it... It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like the behavior of the inserters in just general, specifically in this case. Anyhoozle, I don't really need a lot of stuff that's actually in my car right now. It's like, I don't need most of this stuff. I do need, like, lots of that. Let's head on up, finish up the doohickey. I have a delivery, apparently. A few deliveries. Let's get out of that network. Let's go. Let's go, head back, and see what I can get done with the mill tech stuff. I should not have any productivity modules on me. Yes, the answer is 0, because all of the productivity modules that are being made in the mall right now are being used in the mall. They're being placed in all of those thingies. Yes, thingies. All those gear wheels buildings, they need a lot of productivity modules. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was a little bit too close for comfort. But anyway, I should have my locomotive all set up and done here. Get the things. Limit the stuff. This is designed for 1 per second, so yeah. What I'm going to do here with my... Think twice. No, you are supplying production tech cards. Just like you are a depot for production tech cards. All 3 of you. Get fuel. Production. S to D. And what I'll do is item count on those production tech cards. Here. Greater than or equal to 120. That's 2 minutes of production, and then circuit condition, and you can do your thing. And you will get immediately requested, and I need a tech to work on. What tech should I work on first? That is a great question. that I don't really have a good answer to. I could actually go all the way up and do additional worker robot speed. Just in general, I can do this next level of speed. I could also do cargo size, which really only helps when placing tile on construction bots, but it also reduces the number of trips that logistic bots need to take. In the end, that's fewer logistic bots operating at any given time, which is less power that they use. There is Kovarex. I think that Kovarex will be very important to me. Apparently, tritium is a thing that you can get out of used uranium fuel cells. And apparently, yes, I can do all of the inserter capacity increases. The inserter capacity bonus for stack inserters applies to the bulk rail loaders and increases the speed at which bulk rail loaders can actually load. Having access to Immersight is also very important. It looks like this unlocks a whole bunch of other techs for me to get later into the game. My concern right now is just getting into beacons. I think this is going to be step 1, and then step 2, 3, and 4. Excuse me, but what did I not? Huh? Start research. 2, 3, and 4. Those are the initial steps, then cargo size, then the logistics through green, and then we can start thinking about all the nuclear BS. There's a lot of tech at this point to start chewing through, as well as, setting up this military tech that we are about to do right now at 27 minutes in. Why are you not moving? Because I have not actually defined you yet, that is why. U, production, D, production, TC, go. Where will this next train station live? Always a fantastic question. Where will stuff live? I'm thinking over here. Let's get over there. Looks like there's also some random units of rail that haven't been placed over there, so let's place those random units of rail. As well as build out another intersection over here with train stations on the side. I don't know, I like how this looks, I guess. Ish. What will be interesting is I could theoretically also have, like, an intersection that goes off and that spurs off and then has 3 on the end. Off of a 4-way intersection. Not sure I would like to ever do that, but hey. 'Tis an option. So this can be converted into a 4-way intersection. I don't know about doing that. I think I'm going to add an intersection, 4-way intersection right here. See how quickly that intersection got made? God, that took a few minutes. That took like a whole minute, or at least it used to take like a whole minute. There you go. You're like done now over there. And then place the multi-station. Should we do top or bottom? Let's do top. And this will be the production tech cards. I need to be very careful. This is a very, very busy rail line up here. Not so busy that it's causing delays, but still, a few trains are rolling down this line. Very, very rarely will you ever need to have more than the 2 rails in each direction. Very, very rarely will you need to to upgrade up to a 4-rail build. And that I think so. This particular blueprint book is designed around the concept of not having 4-lane rails, just because of how not needed they end up being. Hi, hello, Ollie. No, no, get off. Bah, Ollie, stop. That's my light. That's my light. You're going to get down. I'm going to have to shoo him away because he's now obsessed with my light above me. That he's grabbing the studio light that I have that's shining onto my green screen behind me to give a bit more even light on the green screen. I have 2 others that sit in front of me behind my monitors that shine on me and behind. But with those, they're so high up so far that the cat can't get to him. The other one is like hanging over, and he apparently can get to this one, even though I've raised it further up. That's a little disappointing, to say the least. So, depot for military TCs 1. Which one did I just name? The bottom one. S military TC1. And then I need to add, what was it, 6 total inputs? Iron, stone bricks, coal, copper, and electronic components and blank tech cards. So that is 6. Oh boy. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, we got a tech at production science. We got a tech. We've got the ability to do beacons now. Oh boy. The excitement. The excitement of the beaconing. The beaconing! Oh boy, the beaconing. So, beacons. The way that I will use the beacons is to, well, there's only 2 things you can do with beacons, either improve speed or improve the power requirement. I don't like using the power reduction, in particular on beacons, because beacons themselves use power. Please, Ollie. No. He's ignoring it now. You need to stop. You need to stop. Da Ollie. Da Ollie. If you wanna just sit there and be comfy, sure. But if you're gonna sit there and then go after the light or go after my green screen, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go. I might have to shut my door, not allow either kitty in. But no one wants that. No one wants that. No one. Absolutely no one wants the kitties to be blocked off and not able to access my room and get into the videos. Yeah, you're looking. You're looking. Hey, be good boy. Be good boy. We're like 33 minutes in now. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, stuffs. We are going to build on this side because we've built that way for a while. And the very bottom is going to be the actual military tech cards. So this is going to be 1, 2, 7 of the military tech cards. 3 making the research data. 1, 1, 1. Yep, 1, 1, 1. Do I really want these to be all like this with this spacing and such? Probably not, but I'll adjust as we go. Then it's also 1. 2, 1 as well. So I need. Well, I have the speed modules. Ollie, stop, down. He clawed my green screen just now. I want... You need to stop. He needs to stop. He's being bad boy. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Stuff. Things. Ollie. Ollie, 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 Ollie. You are going to be the walls. I have decided. Wall. Wherefore art thou? You are going to be the grenades. You are going to be the submachine guns. Ollie. You see this cat, right? Ollie. Get down. Get down. I don't like having to shoot him in the face with this, but I'd rather not. But he's not, because it has a bittering agent, so it's very bitter when you breathe it, and it should ideally be making him run away, but he's too used to it at this point. Duh. Stop. Stop. What is that? What is that? You're sniffing. Yeah, you're sniffing. You should be running away from it. Oh well. At least Dolly runs away from it. At least Dolly runs at the sight of it. What's going to be what on all of this? This needs to be the mill research data. This needs to be the mill tech cards. At the very end, this actually just takes in the 2 lines of things. I guess I can have it this way. Goodbye, Ollie. Are you gonna... He's gonna climb. Ollie, no. He jumps off to the side to then look up at the green screen to... Like he's gonna try climbing the green screen from halfway on the green screen. Like, just climb with all 4s on the green screen to get to the top. No. That's bad kitty. Bad, naughty. Naughty kitty. This is great for the second video in my stream stream? No, recording session for the day. Such a great time this morning. This is, by the way, my second recording session. For my last recording session before I go away on the break. Slash have lots and lots of work ahead of me. For everything across the board. This needs also 3 things fed into it. So again, with the doohickeys. This needs 3 finished products on it, which it needs to be the walls. How many walls by comparison? Doesn't matter. Does not matter in the slightest. All of the gear wheels go into this guy. So, yay, we did it. We'll have a shared iron copper belt, I guess, or something. Or maybe the copper will come in by here, and we'll have the iron. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that it's probably better to have the input on the iron to be right there with the copper, or just, as I said, share the stupid belt to begin with, so that I can just do it that way. And this right here can be our iron at military TC1, and our copper at military TC1. Bring in the iron. Bring in the copper. Grab that copy if I still have it. I don't. Of course I don't. copy of that doohickey right there. There you go. Stuff! Iron plus copper equals submachine guns. Somehow. Interesting concept is that I could do that. But I should have thought about this spacing a little bit better. Also, I need to, you know, get coal in too from here. So coal, I guess, is gonna come in on this third item. Our coal, I can type, at military TC1. Bring in the coal. This will not share a belt. That will be that. Then this needs to be the stone brick. Our stone brick at military TC1. Bring in the stone bricks from here. This will need to go down and then over. And then you need to bring in nothing from the stuffs. That should leave me with the last two here, which should be the electronic components and military tech cards. So our electronic components at military TC1 and our blank TC at military TC1. And same whole deal here with these. We've got electronic components here. And we've got blank tech cards somewhere here. And then I need to load into the doohickey at the very tail end. And give power. Of course, we need to always remember to give power. We have gibbed the power. Power has been given. And that is military tech cards currently. Currently, that is military tech cards. So remember what I said about the whole beacon thing as well. Beacons are for speed, in my mind. They're not really for the reducing power so much, because what you'll often find is that the amount of power reduced by the efficiency modules, it tends to be less than the power used for the beacons themselves. And the beacons don't reduce their power draw by having effectivity modules assigned to them. So that's the primary concern I have by trying to use efficiency modules in beacons. You would need to, it's best to use them on very high power draw items and multiple of them if you want to beacon efficiency. Generally speaking, if I want efficiency in a build, it will be in the actual buildings themselves and then beaconing speed. But of course, if the buildings accept productivity modules, then I'll absolutely use productivity modules instead. And therefore, anything that uses productivity, generally speaking, ends up only having speed and productivity and no efficiency ever. And I just eat the extra power draw from all of that. So we're not quite done yet, in all actuality. I need to... Well, I see that we are making some research data at this point, which means that I can very, very easily now stick these guys down, stick the limits on there, grab some fuel if I have any. The names should be fine. Military. S2D. Once your count on the military tech cards is greater than or equal to 120 units, you can go. It's gonna do a big loop-de-loop. Big ol' loopity-doopy. Loopity-doopity. Just as soon as we get these components brought in. Looks like the train is on its way with the components, so I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. By the way, my thingies should be running on, like, rocket fuel, right? I did make that adjustment. Yes, yes. Trains are refueling with rocket fuel. So I should have all of that beautiful stuff. Like if I have a look at you and your fuel, yeah, rocket fuel. Trains running on rocket fuel. Glorious, beautiful, and magnificent rocket fuel. And there's our military tech cards going. Huzzah! Military tech cards. It has been 47 minutes. That is really long. With that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able, and I will see you all on the next one, where we are going to begin the process of, like, going through and redoing a lot of stuff around the base. I think actually we're going to start with improving my production of modules over here, and then we're going to improve the production of the things that make the modules, and then we're going to improve the production of everything else by using all of the modules everywhere, and beacons, and set up beacons and all that good stuff. So I am going to do this transition into a beacon base before really truly moving on, and that's going to be many videos, I think. So let's strap in and get prepared, because this basically is going to be a reconstruction of a lot of the base around the concept of modules. Completely reconstructed where necessary. Let's also keep that in mind. My main goal is improving the circuits and the electronic components. Like, everything else I don't care as much about, not even all of the, like, intro techs, because of that issue where we're eventually not going to be using those techs anymore for the vast majority of the later phases of the game, so they don't matter as much. But what does matter is this, the components, the electronics. They matter a lot, and that's what I want to get beaconed and such. And, you know, I also want to reduce entity counts and all of that good stuff. We've got a little bit of a base at this point. This is a bit of a base. I am happy with all of these wonderful station names everywhere. That looks about right to me. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, we're going to expand this quite a bit. So, anyway, I will see you all on the next one.